MTA Visions is a global corporate social responsibility and government relations firm based in Washington, D.C., that helps its clients move to champion profit with purpose, amplify impact both locally and globally, and protect clean interests in sovereign states and all levels of the U.S. government. MTA Visions seeks to bridge the gap between profit and purpose by using profit to not only advance the firm's mission, but social change as well. MTA Visions promotes development, peace, and prosperity globally by illuminating the UN Sustainable Development Goals and creating initiatives that support them. MTA Visions aims to ignite diversity, equity, and inclusion by helping its clients adopt socially responsible practices to boost diversity and inclusion in corporate and public policy. MTA Visions prioritizes eliminating systemic barriers for women and youth by empowering female and youth leadership in both the public and private sectors. For example, MTA Visions has promoted global development by joining a cohort of over 1,000 leaders, academics, and businesses from all over the world to take actions on the UN 2021 Sustainable Development Goals. MTA Visions also promotes diversity, equity, and inclusion through its DEI diplomacy campaign, which aims to discover, examine, and renovate diplomatic systems and processes that lack diverse representation, inequitable power, and non-inclusive diplomatic activity through training for diplomatic stakeholders. Finally, MTA Visions has addressed barriers for women and youth through CEO Maritza Adonis' involvement in the Women of Color in Peace and Security, and through its Youth Leading Now campaign to recruit and equip socially responsible youth into politics and diplomacy. MTA Visions also values building public will to drive reform policy by connecting stakeholders to resources to become more involved in political processes. MTA Visions acts as an incubator for thought leadership and accountability by offering expert knowledge on legislation and CSR policy and encouraging thought leadership through social entrepreneurship. MTA Visions seeks to create value through social change by accelerating social enterprise, of which can create positive social and environmental impact. Finally, MTA Visions cultivates political, business, and cultural relations by connecting various government, business, and community stakeholders in social projects. MTA Visions provides services in 3 areas: government relations, corporate social responsibility, and management consulting. MTA Visions Domestic Services provides its clients with the ability to shape the outcome of legislation that affects them, expertise on issues that affect them, and can act as a voice between its clients and government officials. MTA Visions domestic services include but are not limited to issue and direct lobbying, procurement and permitting community relations, advocacy day coordination, official meeting representation, engaging key legislative, regulatory, and White House personnel, drafting legislation, rulemaking comments and appropriations, directing coalitions and grassroots campaigns, and monitoring and reporting policy issues. MTA Visions also provides international services to help its clients grow their businesses through capacity building, communicating between different interest groups, and facilitating small and medium-sized enterprise development. MTA Visions international services include but are not limited to trade missions, economic development consulting, entrepreneurship and SME development, conflict resolution, foreign policy development, political, economic, business, and cultural relations promotion, draft and manage regional, bilateral, and multilateral trade negotiations, agreement enforcement, external relations, curating conferences, forums, seminars, and workshops, stakeholder engagement, and capacity building and development. MTA Vision CSR services covers 4 areas: governance, employee, community, and the environment. For governance, MTA Visions provides expertise on how to integrate CSR into a firm's policy objectives. We demonstrate how your company can be responsive to all stakeholders through risk assessments of legal, environmental, and social factors. Then we implement internal mechanisms for you to integrate a CSR strategy that sustains itself long after we are gone. For employees, we focus on employee engagement, using CSR strategies to develop a responsibility for employees beyond financial success. We also focus on relations by facilitating positive corporate culture that engages all employees and improves interpersonal relations. Finally, we focus on employee engagement by creating socially responsible firms that allows for positive engagement between employees, themselves, and clients. For community, MTA Visions can help a firm obtain its philanthropic responsibility goals. MTA Visions can do this by building upon your brand identity to best communicate your brand values to a target audience. MTA Visions will help quantify your firm's impact to your stakeholders and offer advice how to maximize positive impact. Our employees can provide expertise on recent trends to show how your company values will be responded to by clients. MTA Visions can create CSR training for your firm to implement a self-sustaining CSR structure. For the environment, MTA Visions will compile a sustainability report to help your firm set goals, measure performance, and evaluate impacts and risks on all stakeholders. We will collect data, identify policy issues, and create an action plan for how to best proceed forward. MTA Visions management consulting services include but are not limited to impact measurement and reporting, brand and identity communications, environmental, social, and government materiality and trends analysis, and engagement, volunteerism, and charitable giving public-private partnership. If you would like assistance on management consulting, corporate social responsibility, or government relations, reach out to MTA Visions. MTA Visions can be reached by the following email or telephone number. To check out our online content, go to www.mtavisions.com or follow our social media pages at MTA Visions.